If belief could bring love, hope, and salvation to the world, then how come there are still hurt souls lingering about? It's a saying carved on the stela of the Monastery of Light in the Mauryan Empire. Deep in the monastery stands an iron cage called the Door to Rebirth. Within this cage hides the dark and secret history of the Empire. When the guards opened the lock, all they could see were startling sentences written on the wall. Break the belief. It's time to pay 10 years off. The world should be enshrouded in darkness. Suddenly, the cryptic news went around the Mauryan Empire. Terizla escaped. Feeling reborn, Terizla stops walking and takes a deep breath of fresh air, enjoying freedom while eyes remained closed. Suddenly, his body begins to hurt, as if he were being punched by thousands of needles, and his veins begin to bulge around his eyes. His skin turned pale. There are only two emotions he can feel right now: pain, rage. Half conscious, he loses control of his action. He accidentally sees his ugly face, and old memories come flooding back into his head. It was indeed a disaster. Terizla was once the leader of the smiths in a small village near the Mauryan Empire. They could insert life into swords. Thus, with the help of these powerful weapons, even a common soldier could slay some of the strongest enemies. Soon, they received good graces from the Empire. The Emperor sent out envoys under the name of Belief in the Lord of Light. The Emperor asked the smiths to surrender the Empire, mimicking the tradition of instruction passed down through generations. Terizla kindly refuses them. Baffled by his decision and repeated refusal to surrender, the Empire paid them a visit with a blood surprise. All their blueprints were robbed, and all the smiths were wiped from history. Terizla was captured in the Monastery of Light and was forced to endure many experiments. He was suffering mostly from the experiment, rebirth, which made the death of the other smiths seem appealing. His memories kept being cleared, but Terizla knew that someday the Empire would pay for what they had done. Consumed by rage and misery, Terizla feels once again that his head would break apart any time. Suddenly, he is surrounded by a warm feeling, and a cute girl is standing in front of him. Don't fight it. Let the hatred spread and explode in this land. If you need any help, remember me, Abyssal Witch. His body no longer paining, Terizla calms down, confused and pensive. After a while, Terizla shows a hint of a smile. Staring at the Mauryan Empire far away, he knows that the real danger for the Empire is about to arrive.